does it mean to be a child of God? Or put it more simply, what is faith? I want you to really think about that as you read this chapter. In Mark chapter 10, you're going to hear Jesus say some wonderful things about little children, some really stunning things to an earnest, rich young man, and some incredible things to a blind man. Go ahead and pause and read Mark chapter 10. Did you pick up on the nature of faith? See, in American Christianity, we often make faith about this intellectual understanding, or maybe even this force of will as we choose Jesus and shape our lives around him. But when Jesus talks about faith, he talks about something different from that. In American Christianity, it often goes so far as that we don't worry about having our children in worship or even think that their faith is something we need to pay attention to until they're 8 or 9. But think about that rich young man that Jesus spoke to. This was a successful guy, a hardworking guy, and he was earnest about his faith. He cared about right and wrong. And we would look at him and say, that's just a wonderful example of what a believer should be, but Jesus didn't. Jesus knew that for all of his earnest strivings, he still trusted more in his money and his wealth than he did in God. That's actually why Jesus spoke those incredibly hard words to the man. He wanted him to see what his own issues were. But when Jesus wanted us to understand faith, he pointed us to the example of children. And not 10-year-olds or 8-year-olds, but little children that he could take in his arms. Because that gets to what the meaning of faith really is. It's not just some intellectual understanding. It's not just this act of the will. It's at its heart trust. It's like the way a little baby from day 1, day 2 of their life, placed on their mother's breast, is able to trust and hold to the mom because of the mom's smell, the mom's touch, the mom's love and care. Faith isn't something that comes from us. It's something that other people's love awakens in us. And that's the way it works with Jesus too. Faith comes from seeing who he is and what he's done, and the Holy Spirit awakens that wonderful faith in our heart. God grant us that simple, wonderful faith, even of a little child. Go to God now in faith as you speak words of prayer to him. You can pause for either of the prayers coming up. God continue to richly bless and keep you in his word.